I know. Hi. Oh my gosh, there are people in here. Sorry, guys. I was trying to figure out music. Can you guys actually hear me? I guess if I'm here. Oh, maybe I should move it. I don't want it to be super loud, the walking part once I actually start walking. And I'm trying to get into the chat right. Meow. Uh, here we go. Ew. Oh Lord, that's so nasty. Okay. Hi, Fudge and Lynn and Ro. Thanks for being here, you guys. I think I'm gonna put some music on just to like have music in the background. I don't know if I mean, I know I want to. I always want to have music on. That's like guaranteed this isn't gonna be monetized. But like I said last time, I really don't care about that with the live streams because it's more just like hanging out. Hey, Pete. Oh, I haven't left a comment on your video yet. Both of them. Both of them. Horrible. I was so upset. All right. Let me try to find a CD and so I have some music. What to listen to? I'll do I don't know. Oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure you've been here before, haven't you? What is wrong with you people? Huh? I don't know I don't know. Yeah. Oh, Frank's Tracks, hi. And I think I said hi to Pete. And then this whoever person. Oh, did somebody get rid of your stuff? Oh, maybe not. Hey, Jesse. Oh, what is wrong with you? Wouldn't that be so weird to be like, oh, I'm gonna like go into someone's live stream and talk about how I can poo poo and pee pee. What? That's what you can do in a day? You're better than that. Come on. Be better than that. Maybe upstairs. I have them. I've had them with me all day long up until. Oh. I don't know. What should I listen to? I'm just trying to find some. Hey, Henry. I'm just looking through my CDs. I tried to use my phone and like do the Bluetooth thing on my speakers or cast it to the TV and just use my phone and have music in the background. Hey, Greg. But then when I got into here, it stopped working. So that answered my question from the last live stream. If I was able to do that, nothing is better than this. Well, I'm glad you're having fun. Oh, geez. All right, I'm just trying to find some music, you guys, because it's gonna help me. I don't know, keep going and yeah. Oh, Yellow Card. I haven't listened to my Yellow Card CD in a long time. And that has like, that's one of those albums where pretty much every song is good. However, I should just pick a Breaking Benjamin CD because that is definitely one where all the stuff is good. Where was it? In the bathroom? It's on your bed. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we both need to go to bed. There's like no sleep. Okay. Hey Sue. Will you send one of the boys down here so they can put one of these CDs in for me? Thanks. How are you guys? Just the dogs. Just the dogs. Or AFI. It's so hard to choose. Jaden, hi, how are you? I'm just trying to find some music that I want to listen to while I walk. So I can have that. I also haven't listened to my Switchfoot CD in a long time. I haven't listened to any of my CDs in a long time. I never have to bust out my CDs anymore. Let's see. I'll do. Oh gosh. Hey Kevin, how are you? Instantly, I'm telling you, Kevin, the moment that I see that you are in this chat or any other chat, the song is just instantly in my head. And then I started singing it. I try not to do it out loud though. Because I try to sing it like the guy sings, and he's like, Mama, come on, baby, tell me what's the word, a word up. Funny. Maybe I'll do Linkin Park. Because that's also, you know, one of those where you can put any of their CDs in, well, any of their, like, you know, real Linkin Park CDs in, and they're all good. Linkin Park or the Used? What's that? No, I was asking if you would put one of these in. We just put the Linkin Park CD in. I forgot, Kevin. Thank you. And then I'll let you know, like, the volume once I start walking. Hold on just a second, guys. Oh my gosh. I almost did exactly what my husband did. He's walking around looking for a remote, the one that beeps on the dog's collar. And it was clipped onto his pants. And I was just about to start looking around for the remote for the walking pad. It's on my wrist. All right, let me catch up with the chat. I think this is I think this where I'm at. Oh my gosh, this dog. Just ignore him. Right now he's just walking in circles. All right, let me check the volume. I don't want it to be too terribly loud, but you know, I want to hear it. Even though it takes away from the monetization. Again, I don't care. Okay, hold on. Can you guys hear the music? Oh, turn it down a little bit. I guess the question is if you guys can hear it and if it distorts my volume. Turn it down like 2. Okay, that's good. Thank you. I appreciate you, boy. Okay. Oh, okay. Just set them on the case. That way I can put them in the alphabetical order. Okay. I already did that. If I missed anybody who's in here, I apologize. And can you guys hear me okay? That is my question. Okay. If you guys can hear me okay, then that's great. I don't want the walking pad to be too loud. I don't want the music to be too loud. And I don't want to be like screaming at you. So, let's see. I can see that you guys are saying stuff from there, but I don't see. Oh, there it is. Here you find Kendra. I don't hear any music. Is it only me? Okay. Sweet. Then maybe I won't have to worry about copyright stuff and blah, 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 whatever. Again, not like I care for the live streams. That's not why I'm here. But that's good because I don't want it to be like distracting. Plus, if there's anybody out there who like doesn't like rock music, and you don't have to worry about not listening to it, or you know, don't have to hear it. I hear no music either. Okay, awesome. I don't hear the music either. Okay. Oh, I should start a workout, I guess. Although my watch will do it by itself, I'll start one anyway. Start my treadmill thingy thing. I've been thinking so much, you guys, and I need your help because, well, I'll just explain. So, okay, not last week, but on Friday during the workout premiere, I don't remember whose question I was answering. It was either Jesse or Kristen, but somebody was asking like how things were, how I was doing. I thought it was my tinnitus. Oh gosh, it's horrible. It's horrible to have that. I hate that for you. I don't remember whose question I was answering, but I was trying to explain like where I was with something, and that I'm trying to think. Rained here all day. We needed it. Oh yeah, it rained a whole lot yesterday and the day before that. No rain today though, but it was just like cloudy and kind of cool, kind of hot and uncomfortable, but felt good. Better. I'm glad that I'm like so excited that it's about to be fall. Kaleidoscope of happiness. Oh, hi. Thanks for being here. How are you? I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you guys are all doing well. Actually going to slow it down just a little bit while I'm talking. Okay. Okay, so anyway, I was like, oh, I've been doing, and I was like, I guess soul searching isn't quite the term, like maybe soul searching, maybe those aren't the right words, but I was trying to explain it. And I do think it was Kristen who's like, well, I mean, soul searching isn't a bad thing, if that is what you were doing. And the more I thought about it, the more I was like, okay, I guess it is kind of what I'm doing. It's almost like I'm trying to fine tune, like how I did with the channel, how I kind of like focused a little bit more in on the workouts and tried to find a way to put in the encouragement, which I want in all of my videos. And I tried to find a way to put in the motivation and the encouraging message, all stemming from my faith. So I kind of fine-tuned it by doing mostly workouts, and then also I will throw in like a skit in a regular video here and there to keep the channel. Hi, Michael. Yeah, it wasn't me, Kendra, but I do remember the topic from Friday. Okay. Well, I feel like, I guess I am kind of trying to do that, like what I did with the channel, like fine-tuning, except just with myself. And thinking, okay, I don't know, just trying to figure out what to do. Not what to do. I usually, I need help. Maybe if I talk this out, every time I talk something out with you guys give me something. And I'm like, yes, okay. That's what you always, like, someone, at least one of you guys always says just the right thing, where it's just very helpful, and it helps me like zero in on what I'm actually really trying to do. So I guess I'll just say, like, questions I've been kind of asking myself have been like, what am I good at? And I think the reason why this is hard for me to fine tune is because I have to ask myself those types of questions. Like, what am I best at? What am I good at? I'm not good at answering that question because I don't know. Maybe I need to ask it in a different way to where it doesn't seem like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm this and that and this and that. Like, it even makes me uncomfortable when I'm asking my own self, like, to say, I don't know, something good about myself. It's just, I don't know. So maybe if I ask me in a way that's like, okay, what are maybe some gifts that God gave me that I can like expand on? Maybe if I ask it in that way. But part of the thing that was trying to get me to answer that question is like, what do people compliment me on? What's something that is like consistent that people say, oh, you're really good at this thing? And I could think of things, but it was just so, I don't know, everything was just so fuzzy. So then I was thinking, all right, during this live stream, I'm going to talk to them about it and ask you guys, what is it, I guess, that I should something to really focus on so that I can like really pour into that, if this makes sense. I don't even know if this makes any sense. Walking too fast for me. I'm really tired. I wanted to, I almost just didn't even do the live stream because I didn't sleep very much last night. Partially because I don't know why I couldn't sleep, but a part of it was because of these things that I'm talking about right now. They're just like in my head. And so I was like, I had my phone out. I was writing little notes to myself of things that popped in my head. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm just thinking, maybe teaching. I've had some people tell me that I'm good at like, I guess, teaching or explaining things in a way that, although I think that I'm not at it, I don't think I'm that great at that. I feel like I talk way too much and repeat myself way too much. I say the exact same thing in 900 different ways, and it's got to be annoying. But that's one of the things, you know, that maybe I'm able to do it in like a different way or in a not, I don't know. Maybe because of all the analogies that I use, so it just makes it like super easy to understand, and it can be it can like resonate maybe a little bit. So I was thinking about that, and then I was thinking, okay, I've done classroom things with my kids, and I've done videos of the classroom things. So maybe what if I tried to do a live stream of a class? And also that made me think of something else that I have heard from different people, like people who do not know each other, people who the first time I heard it was from somebody, just one of my friends. And then I heard it a few times from some of you guys at different points in time, just from different scattered YouTube people, that I should try to get into like schools or prisons or something like that to try to teach these things and put stuff out there, which I don't know. That's just something that people have said. Kendra, you're doing great with your channel. I'm not sure I'm following what you want input on. I don't know either. Walking, holding my phone, and reading the stream. I would have fallen off that thing already. Oh gosh. Maybe that's why what I'm saying is not making sense, because I am focused on all these things. Although it would make a pretty entertaining live stream, you know, if I fell off of this thing. As long as I didn't get too hurt. I don't know. I have notes all over the place. Like, I guess trying to figure out an area, like one area for me to improve on or focus on. Sometimes I feel like maybe I don't know, you guys. I don't even know. I would need to figure it out though, because it's like keeping me up at night, but I don't know why. Maybe I'm just trying to figure out like what exactly am I supposed to do? Or maybe is there a better way to reach like more people just to get more goodness out there? I did do a channel trailer. I recorded one anyway today. I just have to finish editing it and then I'll add it. Because I guess that helps. I don't know. But I don't know. Oh, good grief. Oh, you're very upbeat, always speak positivity and goodness. That's definitely strength of yours. Okay. It's hard to know exactly what we each have to offer on our channels. Okay, yeah, I know. I feel like that too. And then I feel like we can have I feel like we can have different things. And so I'm trying to figure out what's the best thing. Is it more like my words, you know, like actual speaking? Is it better writing? I love to write. I have such a passion for writing. I love it. But I don't know how I could do that unless I like unless I created a website, you know, and then had blogs or something on there. But I don't even know if people will read that stuff. Hey, Aisha, how are you? Oh, I'm glad you popped in here because that reminds me. I have my to-do list, and one of my to-do list things is to do a community post to highlight your profile stuffy stuffs. Oh, hi, Dreamy. Man, I'm missing all kinds of people who came in here. Okay. Upbeat and speaking positivity. I've also had people say that I feel like, I guess this is my thing. What am I good at in a way that can have some kind of an impact on people's lives? I don't want to just have like empty stuff. I want there to be substance and depth and something that is, I want to offer people something, you know? And I feel like I don't know. Maybe it's because I've mostly just been doing workouts. And while I do have a little, you know, a couple of minutes of an encouraging message, it's a lot less than what I would normally do when I would do a skit or just have a video where I'm like making food and talking to you guys, or, you know, whatever, and really getting a good message out there. And maybe I kind of feel like I'm failing somehow, like I'm not I don't want my channel to start to be like, oh yeah, that's just like a workout channel. You know, I want the substance to stay. I want the positivity to be there, the encouragement. I want to be able to help people. And I don't know, I guess maybe I'm just like doubting myself and doubting what I have decided on doing with the channel by having a workout video with a little bit of him, you know, the encouraging message, usually like 2 minutes, and then having that message carry on in the songs while also doing the workout. You know, I'm just trying to like pack it all in. And I just don't want that to turn into I don't really help people anymore, because that is what I want to do. I want to encourage people. I want to help people in some way, and not only in weight loss, you know, like in all different ways, which if you guys have been on the channel for a while, then you know that I'm really big on that it's not just like fitness and what we eat. It's so much more. And that's why my skits are on all kinds of things. They're about perspective and when we're going through hard times, and how to use that as like a tool, almost how to use that as something that is going to build us up and make us even stronger, and that it is worth it, and to, you know, just help give people hope and things like that. I just want to make sure I don't lose that in what the channel is now. So let me read this stuff that you guys have said. Okay. It's so hard not to start dancing. I can't do that while I'm reading. I will fall right off. Okay. Kendra, I thought of you when I heard about this. At some point in the next year, YouTube is supposed to have a feature where you can write words to a song and use it in your videos directly in the app. Oh, cool. That is interesting, Jesse. You're an uplifting speaker who offers genuine encouragement and love. Okay, so a lot of this I feel like comes back to my words. It's my talking. Actually, yeah, it should be interesting. Probably not for everyone, but I thought of Kendra in particular. That does sound really cool. Blogs are great and all of that, but my opinion is that you do great on screen where your entire personality can be seen. Okay. Your personality is great, very positive, encouraging people need that. Okay. Holy cow, I didn't realize you had grown over 24. Thank you. I was so sure that I was going to hit 25,000. I was like, oh my gosh, because pretty much most of my new subscribers come from workout videos. Most of the, like when I, in like the shorts, every once in a while I'll get a comment from somebody that I just truly like have no idea who they are. But the workout videos, that's where I get those comments. Or I will get an email from somebody who's saying stuff about the workout videos. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. I just did a workout video, so I'm going to gain subscribers. Nope. Actually, I think I lost like 30. I'm going to keep going though. Okay. I do kind of agree about blogs. I don't even know if people still read them. Remember when it was huge? What was that? Crap, what was it called? I think it started with an X. Oh my gosh. It was like around the MySpace time. This is going to drive me nuts. I had an account there too. Oh, that's going to drive me crazy. Your channel is unique and not like any others. You have a definite gift. Thank you. Okay. So maybe I'm just overthinking it. I don't know. It like hit me like, oh my gosh, I really don't just talk to you guys anymore. I mean, during a live stream I do, but when it's a live stream, it's just like talking and hanging out and like what's new and being Bob Ross, that kind of stuff. But the encouraging part, like getting a good message out there, maybe I feel like, oh gosh, I'm kind of failing in that department, but maybe I'm just overthinking it because I do put the encouraging stuff in the workout videos now. Yeah. And I do have some skits, that I'm still trying to finish writing the script for so I can just start recording them. Because I don't ever want to stop doing the skits. They're just so fun. They're so fun to do, and they make so many great memories in the house while they're being recorded. Lots of laughing and stuff like that. So they just won't be as frequent as they once were. Don't worry about losing subscribers. That's more than likely YouTube doing its thing, unless that people are actually unsubbing. Kendra Ross. Oh, happy little locks. Yeah. I hope so. I will say that it's so nice to see people leaving comments about the workout. And I don't mean this in a way that's like, it's so much more special when it's not one of you guys. I guess it's like, maybe not, the word I want to use is reassuring, but I don't mean that in like I need the reassurance for like, my own ego or something like that. Nothing like that. But I guess it's just like good, like, okay, I am helping somebody, and encouraging people. And actually, like some of you guys, the comments that you leave, even if you don't actually do the workout, that you leave a comment that maybe the little bit of encouragement was encouraging or motivating in some way, that truly is just my goal. I just want to encourage people and help you guys see things through a perspective that is so rooted in God's word, and not in a way that I'm like trying to shove the Bible down your throat, but because it truly is goodness, even when things suck. And so yeah, that's just my whole goal. So when you guys say the things that you say, it's very humbling, but it helps. It's just very appreciated feedback. Like I really do mean it when I say that. Like criticisms, good feedback, bad feedback. I don't really think there's any such thing as bad feedback because it's going to help me in some way. Whew, I feel like I talk too much. Oh yeah. Aisha, what you're saying about the YouTube. I don't know what YouTube is doing. So, which this might be because I always do Tuesdays and Fridays at 7. Always. Or I've been doing that now for quite a while. So I uploaded a video. I did the oh my gosh, Amy, I did the interview on Amy's channel, Rockin' Keto Amy. I think she changed her name, Rockin' Coach. Keto Coach Amy? I can't remember what the name change is, but she downloaded the interview and sent it over to me so that I could post it on my channel. So I did that. But I didn't like do a community post about it to give anybody a heads up that it was coming. I just posted it. And there's like, I don't know, 20 views on that thing. And even like right now, like there are 10 people in here. I'm not complaining. I'm not like, oh, just you 10 people. Please don't misunderstand. It just gets so confusing. And it's like, why does this happen? You know? Sometimes you can have like a really pretty decent amount of people in your live stream, and then other days where you have like a little less than half of that. And then the same thing with views on things. Like my shorts, some of them very quickly, like within just the first few minutes, has like 1,500 views. And then sometimes the short will have like 112 views after an entire week. Plays with your emotions. I am going to do another painting one though, live stream. Now that I really screwed up, I've been like painting mentally, really in my head doing things. Okay, maybe if I did this, it would look better. So we're gonna try again. We'll try to Bob Ross it again and see how it goes. Are you posted at the same time every day or week? We are a fickle audience. It's not you. Aisha, I usually do. So that's what I was saying. Like the one that I did, the interview that I did on someone else's channel, and then I just went ahead and uploaded it to mine. I think it was like on a Saturday morning or something, Saturday or Sunday, and then I just posted it. So I expected it to not have as many views. I didn't think it would be this number, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when I talk to you guys about this, like it seems like I'm complaining or something, but I'm really not. I truly am humbled by all of these things. When a video doesn't do well, when I don't have a ton of people inside of a live stream or whatever, it's humbling and it's a challenge for me to like keep going, you know? Even though it didn't do that great, I still feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing, at least for now. I think the views and numbers are just the ebb and flow of YouTube. Yeah, I think you're right. Probably nothing you can do. Probably nothing that you can overly control. I think you're right. I think it's just super. I just need to keep like going and keep being consistent. And yeah. What else am I gonna do? How long have I been walking? You're already doing everything that you can to control it. Yep, Tuesdays and Fridays at 7, being consistent. Yeah. I just get so down on myself. It's like such a habit because I've been doing it since I was like, I don't know, 7. So it's a hard habit to break. That is for sure. To just not keep getting so down on myself and thinking, oh my gosh, I need to do better, I need to do better. Which I do think that that's kind of healthy to an extent, not when you're like beating yourself into the ground, but I do always want to be doing better. I do always want to be pushing and examining myself to see, okay, where can I do better? Where can I improve? I'm doing good in this area, but I want to do even better. You know, I just want to be at my best. So, but I need to find a healthy balance of wanting to be my best. I think that's what I was trying to say. Oh, uh, just first. Yes, yes. Yeah. And then I guess I am still thinking about doing the class thing. I think another thing is like I want to push more out of my comfort zone. I'm very uncomfortable doing the workout videos. That's already quite uncomfortable for me. I have so much fun doing it though. So once I actually get started, uh oh hey Chris. Once I actually get started, it almost like shuts up the discomfort part because I'm not even thinking about that. I'm just having fun. I'm just like having so much fun. Uh, but people saying like, reach out to schools, try to do like a little thing with students and try to do this and that stuff is like, oh gosh, I don't know. It's hard enough. It's so uncomfortable enough to just do YouTube. Like I still have these little thoughts in my head sometimes, like nobody gives a crap. Clearly that's not true. But then it all starts to come back again, like nobody gives a crap. Nobody wants their kid to learn from you. I know, Kendra, I can get down on myself too when I'm working so hard to try to change that. It does take time, huh? Definitely something it's like you constantly have to be mindful of it because it's just such a habit. It's so easy to be down on yourself. You don't have to think twice about doing it. It just like happens. You just have the thoughts. But to not do that takes effort and yeah. I don't know what other word I was gonna say. Oh, those are good traits to have where you are constantly self-assessing and wanting to improve. Yes, I definitely always want to be. Just devil whispers. Girl, you are right. I'm always down on myself. Pete. And that's so weird. Like, are you going to say something funny? Or are you being for real? Because if you are, it's such a thing that it's hard to see from the outside. Like, when people say these things to me, like, it's so hard to think that you have this and that this is stuff that's in your head and all this kind of stuff. But to be on the other side of it, I definitely get it because to me, it's like, oh my gosh, Pete, how could you possibly be down on yourself? Everybody loves you. You're like everyone's favorite. Everyone, you're just so loved and so appreciated. So to hear that someone as great as you can be down on yourself is so hard to like comprehend. So yeah. Funny how being on different sides of something, Anyway. Exactly. It's incredibly difficult to change, but it may actually help me heal. So I'm trying. Yes, I definitely think that it would, that it will help you heal. It's just so much goes into it. It's so much more than just like, it's great that you're doing physical therapy and that you push yourself in physical therapy, even though like, oh crap, I'm going to push myself a little bit. And I'm probably going to feel the effects of this for like the next 3 days, but I'm still going to do it. I think that that's amazing that you do that, Jesse. But then there's so much like, I just feel like it's all connected, like a vehicle, If one part messes up, then it might shut down a different part to make sure that it doesn't mess up another part. And all has to be going together, or like an orchestra. Like everything is just so in tune together. So it's not just the physical therapy stuff. It's not just the workouts. It's not just the walking. It's the mindset, and it's our soul too. And it's perspective is perspective. It's so big. Perspective, gratitude, which I guess kind of ties into that as well. Getting uncomfortable because it grows us in all these different ways, in all these different areas. And it can help with something like healing, even though it seems like it's not connected. Oh Lord Jesus, I ramble. Let's see. Yes, depreciating self-talk and intrusive thoughts are hard to overcome. They sure are. It's so nice though. It's amazing how those, intrusive thoughts, the like putting yourself down can be so easy. But it's like awesome when you have a moment where you're like, holy crap, I would have just like torn myself to freaking bits last year if this would have happened last year. And this time I didn't. This time I told myself, okay, well, yeah, that sucked, but I learned something from it. And actually, the thing that I learned is going to help me do better as I move forward in this exact same thing. So actually appreciate the crap that happened. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't beat myself up. And it's so exciting with the tiniest little thing, because it's really not tiny at all. It's so hard to overcome. But man, when you make steps in the right direction, it's just like it's such a good feeling. What is the one thing that is common in all your live streams, whether you're working out, painting, or just chatting? One thing in common. Okay, whether I'm working out, painting, or just chatting, talking to you guys, connecting, I guess. I don't know. Very loudly. I don't know why I yell. As soon as I shut the camera off, I'm like back to my regular talking. I guess I feel like you guys can't hear me all the way in Canada. That is what it seems like. I do this on the phone too. I'll like get on the phone, and as soon as I start talking, I get super loud. And my husband's like, "Why are you yelling? Like they're right there." I don't know why I do this. Well, we really are our own worst critics, unfortunately. I'm constantly working on that. That's so true. Thank you, Kendra. Yep, I just keep going and trying. Exactly. It's mindset, physical capabilities, a lot of factors, so many factors, yeah, that play in. Like imagine, I'm always telling my kid, raise your eyebrows. Actually, I told my husband that today. He came home from work, he had a frown on his face, and I was like, no. So I walked up and I'm like, do it. Raise your eyebrows. He didn't raise his eyebrows, but he did start laughing. And then it's like a weight was lifted off of him, just in that one little thing. So if I was walking on here or doing any other kind of work, doing a Zumba workout or lifting weights or anything else, and I just like was grumpy and blah, I do not think I would get as much out of that workout as if I would raise my eyebrows and be like, okay, I'm feeling good. And then I would just feel like it would be, every move would be more intentional. I'd be more focused on what I was doing and why I was doing it and feeling good about it. It totally changes things. Plus, I think we can maybe go a little bit longer or perform a little bit better when our minds are in a better place. How are you feeling, Kendra? I worry about you. I'm okay. I didn't walk yesterday. I almost didn't walk today, but I'm glad that I said, okay, if I do this during a live stream, I'm gonna get it done. But I'm okay. I appreciate that though. Okay, they are all indoors. Oh, okay. My thoughts. You need to step out of your home and share the encouragement and positivity that you have in your heart to help others. Show us in real life. Ooh, that's scary to think about. Sometimes I've thought about that. I remember I told my husband, it was like a year ago or something, that I thought about, I wonder if I could like set up a table outside of, like how Girl Scout cookie sellers do. If I could set up a table outside of a grocery store or something and just have a sign on the table that's like, can I pray for you? And that's all I do. I just pray for people. Anybody who's like, yeah, I could use some prayer. I feel like that would be so fun to do. I don't know how that would be accepted. Is that the word I'm thinking of? I don't know. But something like that, yeah, I have thought about that. And also when I do things, so like even when we go grocery shopping, we're very, like we're observant of the people around us. So if there's somebody who like falls down, or if we see some like maybe an older person trying to put all their groceries in the back of the car, or I don't know, whatever something might be. They drop something, we pick it up for them or try to help them out. It's so hard for me in that moment to think, oh, I want to pull my phone out, which I don't know. That's why I guess maybe I think about like setting stuff up. I have thought about stopping police officers who are maybe like driving through the neighborhood or something, just to tell them how much I appreciate what they do and to pray. As ask, hey, can I pray with you? Can I pray for you? It would be so hard for me in those moments to pull out my phone. I don't know. I guess it's kind of the same as sometimes the walks that we go on with the kids. I just can't do it. There's something in me that just, it almost feels wrong to pull my phone out to be like, hey, let me record this. I do see what you're saying though, because because there's the part in me that's like, oh, this just doesn't even feel right to like try to record this to put it on the internet. But another part is like, that could encourage people, or, you know, it could, like what you said, show people in real life that it's possible to live these things that I talk about, not just at home, you know, but really out in the real world. It's possible to do it out there too. So yeah, that's something to think about. In my opinion, you want to take your channel to the next level. Live streams or videos for you interacting and helping others firsthand. Ask them questions and have a discussion. It's tough, I believe it. Oh, Twinbrook Acres, hi. And did somebody else come in here? I don't know. If somebody else came in here, I apologize. And hi, and thanks for being here and welcome. Okay, yeah, that's good. I do think I could do that well too. I don't have I do think that I could do that well, just talking to people. I don't get super, I'm not like the most shy person in the world, you know. If I know what I'm talking about, or if what I'm saying is true and good, then I have all the confidence in the world to say it in a very genuine way. Not confidence like I'm right about everything, not like that, but just you know, putting just like what I do on here, you know, the same way that I talk to you guys. That's how I talk to, like, we had a what was that? A couple months ago, we were in a car dealership, and one of the guys we were talking to, he noticed my Jesus First shirt. So he was like, oh, you know, I see that you guys, you know, it seems like you guys are believers. So then he asked, who's your favorite person in the Bible and why? And it can't be Jesus, because that's too easy. That turned into like a 2-hour conversation. We just talked about just God and the Bible and the things that we take from it, and just all of it. And it was such a good conversation. And it was just very it was just wrapped up in the truth that is in the Bible. You know, there wasn't any like, I don't know. I see what you're saying though, Pete. And that's something else. So my question to myself has been like, what am I good at? Or what have people said I'm good? What have other people said that I'm good at? And I know that like in jobs, or even with owning a business with my husband, he's like, you have to handle the email stuff, like the communication. You have to handle the emails, the complaints, because you somehow have a way of, even when they're wrong, you know, that every customer's always right. That is wrong. Anyway, that he will say, like, you have a way of like not groveling. Is that the word? And be like, oh my gosh, so sorry. Let me give you some money back, and then we're also going to give you some free service and whatever you want to not make you not like us. I'm not that person. I am very like, here are all the facts. It's probably annoying. At this time, this is when the person showed up. They were there for this many minutes. This car was in the driveway at the time. Your dog was out, like all the details. And so like pushback almost without pushback, like in a positive way, and where it's reasonable and where people it almost makes it hard to argue that because it's done in such a respectful way, I guess. And I feel like if I did like kind of along the lines of what you're suggesting, Pete, that it could be good. And I feel like I'd have more good encounters than bad. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I just keep talking. Again, just my opinion. Well, I appreciate it. How cool is that, Kendra, that you were able to have that honest interaction? Yes, it really was. It really was. And when I say things, I guess I can say maybe, I don't know, maybe like the way that I know the way that we say things seriously has such a huge impact. Like if I'm going to have a conversation with somebody and I already know this might not go very well, I will start it out. I will like lay the tone, set the tone before I even start. Like this is all just out of curiosity. I'm just wondering because I want to make sure that like I actually want to understand. And I don't want to just like not ask questions because then I'm going to start making assumptions in my head and I could be totally wrong and then I could get upset about nothing at all. So I just am wondering, like, I'm not mad or anything. I'm not whatever. Just out of curiosity. And then usually setting the tone, it makes it so much easier. But also, oh, I'm trying to think if I want to tell you guys this stuff. I guess I don't get really worked up. So things that normally would probably turn into like a big argument, like I did used to get like that, where a conversation would go back and forth. It was really laid back, and then all of a sudden I would just be super irritated, and then the voices would start to raise, and then the whatever. I have not been like that for quite a few years. So it almost makes it impossible for it to turn into anything really ugly, because even when I'm saying something that probably is stepping on somebody's toes, because like I said, all of my stuff, everything that I do, you guys, is stemming from the Bible, like the roots in the Bible. And when I screw up, which I do, that's where I go. That's where I go back to whatever. So I have no reason to get like super emotional about things. So when I'm saying something that people really don't like, which happens sometimes, I guess when it's, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It is just honest, like very open, very laid back, very down to earth, and very like matter of fact, because it is true. It is true in my heart. And so I'm not questioning it, and I'm not like wishy-washy about it. And I'm also not judgy about it. So maybe that comes out when I have a conversation. It really did go really well. And then we actually ended up having to go back because there were issues. And it was the same thing. We didn't even, the next time we went back, it wasn't even talking about the Bible. We were just talking about things. And it was still just really wide open, honest conversation. And we were there for like 3 hours. I mean, it turned very quickly into like, oh my gosh, this is somebody that we could like, I don't know, hang out with. I think the last time my husband was up there, they were like, oh yeah, we should do something. You know, like we should get the families together or something, which is really cool. You just never know when something might form, a friendship might form. I guess it's just the setting up part. I'm perfectly fine talking to people. I'm perfectly fine talking to strangers. I do it all the time. I talk to employees at the stores that we go to, even if it's just a small like compliment thing. I'm not afraid to say things. It's just the this type of thing. How would I set it up? I don't even know. I don't know. I think that would be fun though. I think it would be cool to see or to, put out there. But almost been an hour. I do appreciate you putting all that stuff out there, Pete, because it gives me something to think about. It gives me something to like chew on, and think on it and all that good stuffy stuff. Yeah, because I want to do something good, and I'm just hoping that at least what I'm doing here is something good, and I just want to keep going. I want to keep doing good things for other people, not for myself, not for my fame or anything like that. I don't think that will ever happen, which I'm fine with. That's not my goal. I just want God to work through me. I just want to be a light for Jesus, and I want to encourage people. That's what I've been saying from day one on this thing. I almost asked, are you guys ready to go home? I guess you're already home. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Well, I guess I can wrap this up. Because I'm tired. How long have I been walking? Does anybody else do this where you get to a certain amount of time, but then you're like, okay, I want to hit 20 minutes. But then then you're like, I'm so close to a mile. So, okay, I'll go till I at least walk a mile. And then you look at the time and it's at like 12 minutes. You're like, I'll go to 15 minutes. And then you look at something else Oh, I've burned 140 calories. Well, okay, I'll go till I burn 150 calories. It just keeps going. I do that all the time. I know I'm not the only one. However, at the same time, you should also try to use your strengths in customer service to provide a good income for your family. How many steps did you get just now? I don't even know if it's counting on my steps because I keep holding my phone or holding my arm up. It says 4,897.99. Yeah, so this would be one of those things where I'm like, oh, well, I'll go till I get to 5,000 steps. And then I'll look at my time and it'll be off. And I'll be like, well, I'll go for another 5 minutes. So that's even. Aisha, that reminds me also, I was even thinking about, I think about these things that seem so unrealistic, but then when I really think about it, I'm like, is it really that unrealistic though? Like if I really worked hard towards that thing. So I've already told you guys that I would love to have like a fitness center or something, a health center where the way that I do the one workout 3 ways or one workout 2 ways, but actually do it in real life, like actual classes. So one section of the room or we'd have a bunch of chairs set up in that section. And then in one section, we would just have people, space on the floor for them to walk. And then another section have whatever set up. I think that would be so cool to be able to do the multiple options as one workout class. But I also was thinking about, because I really was thinking about this, and I really want the consume the goodness base in whatever I do, because it is all rooted in God's word. It is all that's what I want, like exactly what this channel is about. That's what I would want to put out there. So I was thinking, like, what if I did like a spa, like consume the goodness spa, or consume the goodness I don't know, lifestyle and weight management services or something like that. Because lifestyle, it's just like so many different things. And then to have like really relaxing music in there, or only music that is some type of positivity, not music talking about like getting it on and all that kind of stuff, but motivating, encouraging music. And I thought about doing like a little cabin. Like, what if we like bought a little cabin and had it like a little resort? People could come spend the weekend, and we could have movies like built in on the TV. It would only be the only good, inspiring, motivating movies. And then the music, we could have music like already, downloaded onto whatever. And it would only be the good stuff. And seriously, truly have a a weekend of goodness, consuming goodness and nothing else. And we could ask about how the people eat and then stock up the refrigerator with those foods. If it was good, only goodness. So if you're like, oh, I want, I don't know, vodka and Cheez-Its, try to find something else. But all goodness. I think that would be so cool to take what this is about and make it a thing, like a physical place. I think that would be so cool to have it be either a lifestyle and weight management center or health center or something. I don't know. I think that would be so awesome. I just don't know. I just need to learn about how to get something like that started and what to do and the best ways to do it, because I truly have no idea. But that doesn't mean anything. Just because I don't know how to do it doesn't mean it's impossible for me to do it successfully. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know how to do anything till we know how to do it. Till we learn. That'd be so fun though. I think that would just be so cool. Big Family Expedition. Hi. I hope you guys are doing well. I need to head out. Thank you so much for being here, Michael. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody's saying hi. I think your little resort getaway idea is a great idea. I think it would be so fun. And what a way to like promote it, to be like, hey, you guys, and how cool it would be to have some of you guys, like people who have been supporting this channel for years, some of you guys, and then to go stay in that place. I don't know. I have so much in my head. Like I would just want to very customer specific gift basket, things like that. Like not just this is what we put in all of our gift baskets. Like tell me some things about you and I will make this gift basket catered towards you, each individual person. I've always been big about that. Even in our own business, the business that we owned before, I was very personal. We had over 200 customers and I emailed each one of them individually when it came to like, oh, we can't have service because the weather is really bad. The streets are covered. There's like a blizzard. Everybody already assumed there wouldn't be service, but I still emailed everybody. But I did it individually because it was important to me to actually like get to know them. So in the email, I would have something personalized in there, or I would have even just their name instead of being like, hi, everyone, or, just having it to be like, is it easier to just send out an email blast, have it go to everybody at one time? Yeah, that would be so much easier and so much faster. But that's not what's important to me. I wanted it to be very personalized, and I would do that. I've always been that way. I was like that medical stuff, in the medical field and all of it. Like pay attention to what people say and then let them know, hey, I actually cared and I was actually listening. Because when you come in, 2 months later, 3 months later, I'm asking like, oh, hey, how was your vacation? That you went on with your grandkids and all that. That is just me. I guess I'm a people person. Whoop. Where was I? Oh, Chris left too. Bye, Chris. Thanks for being here. I don't even know if you're still in here. Consume the Goodness Wellness Resorts. Yeah, something. Like, I just think that'd be so fun. That'd be so cool. I know there's a downside to it. I feel like there's a downside to everything. People could like trash the place. They could go in and just be super disrespectful or really messy or, whatever. But I feel like there are going to be those things. You're going to have people who try to find something wrong with everything. You're going to have people who are disrespectful. You're going to have rude people. Like it's just kind of part of anything that we do. Good name for it, Pete. Yes. The resort getaway idea is also reasonable for you to do with your health limitations rather than a workout center. Yeah, I agree. And that's something that our kids could also, they could step right into it and have a job. They could have a job cleaning it, getting it set up for new people, all that. So, and it could be a family thing. And it's something that could possibly expand. Like, hey, this one little location is doing really well, so let's do another one, and then have people there. And then I could be employing people, which is awesome because that's giving people jobs. I just think that would be such a cool thing. I'm going to pray on it. Let's see. Catchphrase: relax, replenish, and consume the goodness. I love it. I'm going to fall. Oh, that's all I got. It was good, Pete. Do you like camping? I like staying in the motels and pretending I'm in the woods. I actually have never been camping. My grandpa took us fishing one time in his RV. Well, he had his RV like trailing behind the truck. And we spent a whole day there. But I have never, the closest thing I've ever had to camping is sleeping in a tent in the backyard as a kid. We used to do that a lot. People could trash the place, but that's why you're there. That's why you're there and with them. That's what insurance is for. Yeah, for sure. He can be in charge of advertising. That would be awesome. You would do well too. I mean, crap, the thing that you came up with for, oh my gosh. I was going to say the thing you came up with for the recipe swap thing, but I'm just realizing that that's supposed to be what, the first Wednesday of every month. We skipped this month. I'm glad that you said that, Lynn, because I should probably send an email to people and be like, hey, are we gonna keep doing this? I don't know. I'm good either way. It is fun to do the recipe swap thing. I didn't leave yet, Kendra. Okay. Yes, Pete for advertising manager. Do it. I really am gonna think on this. I just think it would be so fun. And it could do well. It would definitely be a risk, because what if it's like, okay, everybody, have this thing out, and I'm like, marketing and all that kind of stuff, and then like nobody books the place, and then we're not making any money, and then it just fails. I would hope that wouldn't happen, but I know it's definitely a possibility. It happens all the time. People start things. My mom bought a restaurant when I was 16. Wait, yeah, I was 16. That was my first job. And that lasted for, man, she was able to stay afloat for like maybe a year. And then we couldn't do it anymore. I don't know if it was the location, because it was in a really small town. It was off of the freeway in between two really small towns. So she thought that maybe that was what it was, that it's just like really bad location. But I know that's a possibility. You work really, really hard and you're doing your best, and it still just does not work. Recipe swap. I know. Holy crap. It's going to be a real easy recipe swap. It's going to be like, okay, I challenge you to, I don't know, pickle on a stick. Boop, easy. I don't know if we're going to have time to do anything other than that. All business is a risk, though. That is for sure. Gosh, that is for sure. Even if it's something that you're not doing on your own. I have a friend who is a social worker, and when she has a full caseload, she's great. She's good. She knows for sure all of her bills are going to get paid. But if some people move, or if they no longer need the service anymore, then she's only seeing like a couple of clients, and then she doesn't have the money really, so she's like trying to figure out some other way to have some money coming in to like make up for what she's losing, because she has a small son. So yeah, I guess even just some of the jobs that we can have are pretty risky. Hey, Fudge. Oh my gosh, I think you have a hunting video that I need to watch. Pretty sure. Ooh. Let's see where I'm at now. Okay. I'm going to stop walking. At one point, I wanted to be a social worker, but upon reflection, I decided I want to be able to pay rent and eat in the same month. Yeah. Yeah. I used to, at one of the mental health facilities that I worked at, part of my job was to organize caseloads. So certain social workers had certain areas in the like Columbus area. And then my job was to assign who, you know, if we had a patient in whatever in this person's area, then I would get them on their caseload and let them know, like, hey, you got a new person, here's their stuff, whatever. And it sucked because some people, just depending on where they were, where their people were located, some people had tons of clients and they were doing great, while other people, only like 3 people lived in that area. And then the other option would be like, well, you can take some of this person's caseload because that will ease things up for them so they can actually get to everybody in a day. But the thing with that sucks is that you're spending a lot of extra money again because you're going from this area and you have to drive all the way over here, drive all around this area that's nowhere near where you are, and then drive all the way back. So it's like, yeah, I always felt so bad for those people when they didn't really have a lot of clients. Okay. I think I'm gonna end this live stream. I'm so glad that I was able to talk to you guys. It does help. I guess I should shut the walking pad off. Man, I wanted music so badly so that I could like walk to the music and blah, blah. I didn't even notice that it was there because I was too busy chit-chatting it up, which I guess is, you know, kind of the point of this. Let me stop my walk. Oh, none of the numbers look right. No pretty numbers. That's okay. Whew. Gave you some things to think about. Yes, you definitely did. And I appreciate that. It does help. I like to journal a lot, so that's going to help a lot. Like I'll be making like little notes about this stuff and branching off of that, writing things out. Great stream, Kendra. Good night, Kendra. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for being here. I wasn't even walking that fast. I feel so out of breath, probably because I wouldn't stop talking. I reached all my activity goals for the day, though. Yay! All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. God bless. I love you guys, and I hope to have you back for the next one.